are so happy that she is taking her leadership to the North Carolina State Senate as our Democratic candidate for District 43. So please give her a hand. Thank you so much, Ms. Price, for being here, and we're just so grateful to have you and for your work.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I have prepared remarks, but the sight of all of these teachers, educators, support staff makes my heart swell. I just want to tell you that. Again, my name is Eltresa Price. I am running for the North Carolina State Senate seat, District 43, that represents Gaston County. I am a lifetime learner, and it is because I was fortunate to have been educated in the public school system of North Carolina, so I value education.
All right.
Today I stand with you and every educator of North Carolina. Today I advocate for every student in North Carolina. I am a parent of a senior at Forest View High School in Gaston County. She has worked hard to be accepted to one of the best universities in the country. It's because of teachers like all of you that saw her talent and saw her abilities that she is going to be successful as she moves forward. But it hasn't always been rainbows and sunshine. I listened as she tried to find her way through an advanced math class without a textbook. I watched as she figured out how to make adequate notes from worksheets, because the books in the classroom were shared. She could have taken one of those books home, but we had internet at our house. Not every student that goes to school has the internet, and they needed those books. We were fortunate that we had that resource at our fingertips. Now, she was excited when she started her AP classes. They had textbooks. They were current. But it is absolutely unacceptable that as a senior in high school, she's receiving her first new textbook. Now, I also have a sophomore at Forest View. I also have a sophomore at Forest View High School as well. My son is a type 1 diabetic, and he's autistic. Now, any teacher out here knows that that brings challenges in itself. We've had ups, downs, we've had failures, we've had windfalls, we've even had epiphanies. And it's only because of the staff that were at his school. The nurses, the social workers, the clinicians, sometimes even the custodian just grabbing him on the corner down the hallway to make sure that he was okay. Our current General Assembly does not appreciate all the work that you all do every single day for students like I have. Now, Gaston County is the 9th largest school district in the state. So that you have some idea of what that means, the schools that are larger than us are Wake, Charlotte-Mecklenburg, Guilford, Forsyth, Cumberland, Union, Johnston, and Durham. Now, size-wise, we have the same concerns, even though we're the only one west of the Catawba. Our classes are too large. Our nurses are spread way too thin. Counselors do not have time to work with students that they need. Our county decided to address those issues of those troubled students was not to put more resources in the classroom, was not to give extra assistance, but it was to spend $640,000 for more resource officers. That is poor. We all need to be safe in our classrooms. I totally agree. But that's not the way to get there. It is time that the North Carolina General Assembly do what is right by our school system. Our North Carolina Constitution mandates Article 1, Section 1, religion, morality, and knowledge knowledge bring good government and the happiness of mankind. Schools, libraries, and the means of education shall forever be encouraged.
Yes.
Our Constitution is very clear. Education is a necessity,
Yes.
not an option.
Yes. Yes.
Few documents, legal documents, use the word forever. I thought that was a special. Section 2 also states that wherein equal opportunity shall be provided for all students.
Yes.
That means that if I live in a big house or if I am in a homeless shelter, I should still make sure that my children receive the same level of education. No ifs, no ands, and no buts about it.
Yes.
Our teachers have been working hard and getting little to no reward, and enough is enough. Books are fundamental of teaching, and they should have them without having to buy them.
That's right.
There should be class sizes that allow teachers to give their best effort and give students the best opportunity to be successful. Now, every state that borders us pays more. Every single one. What that says is that all around the state of North Carolina, our neighbors value the future of their state because they are building schools. They are paying teachers. They are making legislation that makes it better. North Carolina has always been a destination for education. Now we are a sore spot in the country. That is unacceptable. The bottom line is that the North Carolina General Assembly must make the education of our students a priority. They must invest in the well-being of our students by increasing the nurses, the counselors, and the needed support staff to make sure students are healthy and safe. Paying educators, support staff, and all school personnel for their advanced degrees and for their longevity in teaching. It is absolutely ridiculous that a teacher that has devoted her entire or his entire life to educating our students cannot raise a family and cannot save for their future. I am a parent first. The education that my children receive can determine the trajectory of their lives. I want the people who are responsible for this to have all the resources they need. I want them to make a good living and be healthy. I am here today because my students need their teachers. And those teachers deserve to have a North Carolina General Assembly that supports them like they support my students. So on this day, I stand with you. And it is very personal. Because in November, we will hold the North Carolina General Assembly accountable for the decisions that they make for the educational future of our state. And I will stand and fight with you always. So anyone under the sound of my voice, please remember my name, Altresa Price Bryant, for the North Carolina General Assembly Senate Seat 43. I am on your side.
Thank you so much, Altresa Price.